What if I told you the pain you're experiencing right now, the obstacles blocking your path, the no's you've been hearing over and over, could actually be shaping the foundation of your greatest success story? Think about that for a moment. Every person you admire today, every legend you look up to, didn't start at the top. They started at the bottom with nothing but a dream and the courage to take the first small step. And that brings me to a powerful quote. Dream big, start small. At first, it sounds almost too simple, but that's the truth about greatness. It begins with one tiny step. The dream might be to change the world, but it starts with showing up today. The dream might be to build an empire, but it starts with one brick. The dream might be to inspire millions, but it starts with believing in yourself when no one else does. So let me ask you this. What dream in your heart right now feels too big to reach? And what small step could you take today to get closer to it? Let's rewind back to 1954. A little girl is born in rural Mississippi. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. She grows up in poverty, wearing dresses made from potato sacks. Her family struggles financially. She's raised by her grandmother, then later by her mother and father in different cities. Stability is rare. Love feels distant. But the hardest part, her childhood is marked by trauma, abuse, neglect, rejection. By the time she's a teenager, she has experienced more pain than most adults will face in a lifetime. At age 14, Oprah gives birth to a baby boy. The child dies shortly after birth. Imagine the weight of that. A young girl, broken, grieving, and lost. Most people would have been crushed permanently under that pain. But Oprah had something inside her, a spark, a voice that whispered, "This is not the end of your story." She turned to education. She excelled in school, winning speech competitions. Her ability to communicate, to connect through words, became her lifeline. At just 19 years old, Oprah landed her first job in radio, then television. She was the youngest and first black female co-anchor at her station. But success didn't come without struggle. She was often told she didn't look the part. Her body was criticized. Her emotions were mocked. Some even told her she didn't belong on television. But Oprah didn't quit. She understood, dream big, start small. She took every opportunity, no matter how small, and gave it everything she had. Hosting small talk shows, doing interviews that no one thought mattered. Piece by piece, step by step, she built her dream. And then came the breakthrough. In 1984, Oprah was given the chance to host a struggling morning show in Chicago. It was called AM Chicago. Within months, the ratings skyrocketed. Audiences connected with her authenticity, her warmth, her ability to speak truth. That little show eventually transformed into the Oprah Winfrey Show, a program that ran for 25 years, reached millions daily, and became one of the most influential talk shows in history. But it didn't stop there. Oprah became a media mogul, a billionaire, a philanthropist, and one of the most powerful women in the world. From potato sack dresses to owning a global media empire. From being told she wasn't good enough to becoming the first black woman billionaire in history. From rejection and trauma to inspiring generations across the world. And it all started because she dared to dream big, but was willing to start small. Here's the truth. Success isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent steps taken over time. That's why I want you to remember this. Consistency beats intensity. Think about Oprah. She didn't build an empire in a day. She didn't become a billionaire overnight. She showed up every day consistently. She read the news. She improved her craft. She spoke with passion. She took the small opportunities no one else wanted and turned them into stepping stones. And the same principle applies to your life. Want to lose weight? It's not about one intense workout. It's about consistent daily exercise. Want to build wealth? It's not about one big paycheck. It's about consistent saving and smart choices. Want to master a skill? It's not about one marathon practice session. It's about showing up day after day when no one else is watching. Intensity fades. Excitement dies down. But consistency, that's what builds empires. That's what changes lives. So let's bring it all together. We began with the quote, "Dream big, start small." We saw how Oprah Winfrey lived this truth through poverty, trauma, rejection, and eventually unimaginable success. We were reminded that consistency beats intensity. Now the question is, what about you? What big dream has been sitting in your heart, waiting for you to take the first step? And what small, consistent action could you commit to today? Because here's the reality. You don't need to see the whole staircase to start climbing. You just need to take the first step. So write that page, make that call, start that savings plan, practice that skill. And tomorrow, do it again. Because your small steps done consistently are the bridge to your breakthrough. So don't quit. Don't stop. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Dream big, start small, stay consistent. And one day, you'll look back, just like Oprah Winfrey did, and realize every small step was building something extraordinary. Keep going. The world is waiting for your story.
Thank you for joining me today. If you found this message inspiring, consider following or subscribing for more uplifting content. Together, let's celebrate the journey of growth, one small step at a time.